Jim Bob and welcome back to Genesis Alpha 1. We're just clearing out the last 5 samples on this planet here, and then this system is done and we can move to the next one. We've just got some lithium and some uranium to collect. So we've got baby spiders. We've had quite a few spiders actually trying to sneak on board in samples while I've been working this planet here. Including an absolutely massive one that did drop another DNA sample for us, so we are getting a little bit closer to level 2 arachnoids. Obviously nothing coming back with us this time, because we're manually controlling the ship ourselves.
Stop that.
Life form detected.
And more spiders on the way. Oh no, these are mantis. There we go. That's those dealt with. Starting to run a little low on ammo. We need to top that up. We've got 1, 2, 3 samples here, so there's 2 more out there to find. There's one of them. Where's the other one?
Life form detected. Life form detected.
Ah, life forms at the back of the ship. What have we got? More mantis. Quite a few of them this time, actually. There we go, it's them dealt with. I don't know where my crew are. Oh, the crew have gone inside. They've finished loading up the harvester. There we go. So this planet is done. We are ready to return.
10, 9, launch sequence activated.
I can't see a thing with these
5,
with these
4,
warning lights
3,
mixing in with that sort of haze.
life form detected.
But there we go. So we're going to be adding some new crew members and some brand new crew members today. We've got space for 4 at the moment, and hopefully we'll be able to add in an extra couple a little bit later as well. Maybe not today. Oh, deposit is full, apparently. That can't be right, surely. We've got 5 spots. What are they talking about? That's weird. Very weird. Well, it's being unloaded slowly, but it is being unloaded. I think we've pretty much gathered all the material from the tractor beam as well. Yep, there we go. And all of the planets are empty as well. So let's find the next system to start picking clean. There we go. We know we've got our Genesis candidates up here with some mechanics and some Freeman lurking nearby as well. We've cleaned out that system. I'm pretty sure we cleaned out this one as well. Yes, we have. So we're going into a danger system now. High danger. We're going to have a site, some useful building materials, as you can see. And then we've got some aluminium up here, which will be useful for us. Still no sign of platinum yet. Let's start looking for platinum so we can get some shields up and running. And what I also want to do before we make the jump is make sure I've got plenty of turrets and barriers. Now I have dropped a couple of extra barriers where a couple have worn themselves out, and I've also replaced a couple of turrets as well since we last sort of did a load of work on building up our defences, so we won't have anywhere near as many in stock as before.
Processing.
You could do with somebody in here, couldn't we? Let's take Muka out of the greenhouse, stick him in the workshop. In fact, actually, no. Let's dismiss Muka. We'll leave Muka in the warehouse, in the greenhouse. We're going to go and create some new clones first of all, as well. Get our crew numbers up a little bit. So, let's just double check. No research needed. No. So let's bring in some crawl. So I'm going to create 2 crawl.
Initiated.
Now these guys aren't the smartest. So we're not going to be using these on things like clone research or the workshop where we kind of want engineers.
Have been refined.
But they are a little bit tougher than our current crew. So these will be our new away team. Our current away team has died a couple of times, so it's only fair to replace them. So first up, we have Barranco. Barranco is going to be renamed. As Bad Wolf. There we go. Bad Wolf will be going into the hangar and becoming part of our new away team. And we're going to be... let's see. Who's next? Galuska Galagoynov, apologies if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, has requested a female clone called Punetta. Now, we've already gone in and keyed in another male, so you'll be crew number 3. But K Loveless 28 has requested to join the crew. So Burke is going to be renamed as Loveless. There we go. That's our new away team. So we also want a female clone now for Punetta.
Cloning initiated.
And then next up is Peter Fawcett, who would like Misty Gree as well. Hasn't specified male or female. We haven't had that many female clones, but I'm only going to put females in at specific request.
Cloning initiated. New materials.
If a male requests a clone, I'm going to assume that they want a male clone. So if you do want to join the crew and you do want to have a female clone, make sure when you submit your request in the comments that you do state whether you want a male or female clone. So Lawson going to be renamed as Punetta. There we go. And now we need Misty Gree for Peter. And once again we have that really kind of weird kind of cloning process going through there. But there we go. And Baxter going to be renamed. As Misty Gree. There we go. So let's get these new crew members assigned. I'm going to put Misty Gree probably in here. In fact, let's have a look. Who's in the tractor room at the moment? Fractured and Glenn. You know what, let's take Fractured out of the tractor room, put Fractured in here. Because this is another area where this is a hot spot for crew attacks.
Job assigned.
Oops, who have I just accidentally assigned in here? Mooka. Yeah, we want to unassign Mooka from here. Mooka's going to go back on the bridge. So let's dismiss Mooka. Let's put Punetta in here. So we've got a bit of muscle in here in case something does break through. It's also someone slightly tougher because that's kind of a hub point on our ship for when we get attacked and boarded by either mechanics or by Freeman as well. So again, it's kind of a good spot for us to have tougher people around. Maybe not necessarily in all slots, but certainly in some of them. Let's assign Mooka back on the bridge. to speed up scanning. Let's head our way back to the hangar, replace our away team. They've served well, but it's time to replace them from active duty in here.
Dismissed.
So we'll
Job
dismiss both of
dismissed.
those. We'll put Bad
Job
Wolf
assigned.
and Loveless
Job assigned.
on active duty down here. Let me just check. Who do we have in here? It's Binny and Bubbles, isn't it? We'll leave those guys alone. I could do with somebody in the clone lab. Do I have a spare
New
human?
materials have been refined.
I do. Let's
Job
put Dan in
assigned.
here. Did I put somebody in the workshop? No. Yes, I did. I put Fractured in here, didn't I? If we move back up to the greenhouses. Oops. Head over to the new greenhouse because definitely want somebody in here for when we add additional plants. How many staff do I have unassigned at the moment? 2. Sam and Mr. Gree. Let's put Sam
assigned.
in here. I'm going to put Mr. Gree on the bridge as well. So I've got 2 crew members on the bridge.
Job assigned.
There we go. So refinery 2, 1 in the greenhouse, 1 in the clone lab, 1 in the workshop, 2 in the tractor beam, 2 in the hangar. Yes, that works out. Nice.
New materials have been refined.
So now we have new equipment being manufactured. We have... Have we jumped to this? I think we have. We have jumped to this system, haven't we? I'm not 100% certain. I think we did actually make the jump. No, we didn't. Okay. Got a little confused there. It looked on the display in the bridge like we had actually jumped. Ah, yes, we're here. Ah, okay, so let's make the jump. We have new turrets in production, new barriers in production. We need some more bullets. Have to craft some of those. There we go. And we really do need to start, trying to find platinum. We may have to make a quick smash and grab raid on the system going forward to try and find platinum if we can't trade for some. I want to get at least 1 shield
New
up and running as
materials have
quickly
been
as
refined.
possible. What have we got here? Sulfur and iron. Okay, we're in a high danger system, so whatever's going to come back is going to be stronger and tougher. So I want to make sure
Processing.
that we are better defended.
Access granted.
So let's take a load of barriers. Take a load of turrets.
Processing.
So we're going to do what we did last time. We're going to try and keep the crew working in here alive a bit better by putting barriers up around the terminals. I'm trying to angle this a little bit. Oops, that's too much. I don't want it to stick out too much. I'm trying to minimize the contact. There we go, that's better. Trying to minimize the contact area. If we have a barrier that protrudes out to here, then it can get attacked and nothing can see it to relieve that attack. But if we can angle our barriers slightly,
New materials have been refined.
it should mean that they last a little bit longer, in theory. We've got a turret here that has 435 rounds. That's good. Turret over here has 505 rounds. Good. Again, I want to try and defend this. Now, with this one, this is going to be a bit trickier, I think. Because what I want is better coverage, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. So instead, We'll have to settle for that. That's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Let's see if we can pull this turret back a bit.
Weapons deactivated.
Get that behind the barrier. If we can.
New materials have been refined.
Nope. That's that's the closest we can put it. But at least anyone standing here has got somewhere to potentially hide behind. I mean, it's not really going to do much. I'm just going to get rid of that barrier. It's not going to do anything.
Weapons deactivated. Weapons activated.
Here we go. So we've got a turret a bit further back. I've got a turret there. What's the ammo like on this? 470. Got one over here, 350. So the turrets in here are okay. I need to make sure that I've got good barrier protection up. I think all the rooms are protected. All the important rooms are protected. Yep, barriers under each door. Got the main sort of active terminal over there protected. So we're ready to start pulling stuff up
New
with the tractor beam
materials have been refined.
to try and keep the crew alive a little bit longer. Let's start with the sulfur. Oh! Oh no, I clicked on iron. I thought for a second then we suddenly found some platinum in this system. There we go. Let's head down to the bridge. No, to the hangar. I don't have a barrier here yet. I want one. Again, just in case anything does try and get past our other defences. Just a little bit of extra protection. Down here, I've done my usual thing of putting in a turret on this junction here to protect the tunnels and this energy conduit, and also barriers to protect the turret. So, you see that one's already fired a couple of rounds.
Collected.
Maybe that was just a turret that I had on me that had already fired and I moved it from somewhere. I
materials
forget.
have been refined.
Let's check down here. I kind of like the idea of having a turret down here. You can see a little bit of biomass. Something got out through there, look. How many turrets do I have on me? I've only got 3. I don't want to overdo the turrets in just one area of the ship, and then something happens to this area and we lose it. And not only do we lose all the resources, but we lose all the defences that we have, and with no resources, no way to replace them. So,
Access
yeah, we'll
granted.
try and be a little bit clever with that, I think. Let's take some ammo.
Resource acquired.
I've got no bullets left. I'll have to craft some more of those. Good. Stocking up on barriers and turrets again. That's good to see. We're going to need more turrets in here now that we're going into a tougher, more dangerous system.
Weapons activated.
New materials have been refined.
There we go. That might be enough for now. I've replaced this barrier, as you can see. That has now, you know, the other one did run out. That's now been replaced. I'm going to put in a secondary barrier here. Try and angle it correctly. There we go.
Resources collected.
Not too bothered about here. The only reason I'm doing it on this side is because, we'll see, this corridor goes off to the refinery, and I just don't want to potentially overwhelm the refinery with creatures coming from the hangar through there, and also creatures coming from the samples into the refinery that way. Just knocked the mic. Sorry if that's made a noise. So, fingers
New
crossed,
materials have been
that will be
refined.
all that we'll need there. I think we're pretty much ready to send a crew out. What have we got? 1 iron and a sight, and copper and uranium. Let's take this one. Oh, this is a low danger planet as well, so
Harvester destination set.
Launch
that's reassuring.
6, 5,
Resource acquired.
3, 2, 1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
And let's see what it's like on the outside. Please be clean and clear and easy to see. It is, relatively. Okay. Can I see, at first glance, yes, a monolith. That's where we need to be.
Accessing archives.
So this is more likely to be a data transmission than an actual physical item. Oh, we got humanoids jumping in.
60%.
These are Freeman. Ah, we've got Freeman coming after us.
All phases complete.
This is why it's a high danger planet. We've got the Freeman here. How? Just die. Alright, did we actually finish scanning? We did. Receive alien location. Freeman. No kidding. But, you know, obviously we know they're on this planet now, but or in the system. It does mean that we can now identify where they are, where they all are. Oh, there's more of them coming. Come on, turret, help me out. Very close to death here.
Life form detected.
I want to try and see if we can get some DNA samples. Thank you, turrets. Or weapon samples, something. And I'm getting the feeling we're not going to get anything.
Life form detected.
Yeah, we're just getting biomass. Alright, let's take off. Let's not hang around here unnecessarily.
9, launch 8, activate 7.
But we found a Freeman colony.
5, 4, 3, 2.
This is supposed to be a low danger planet as well. So if this is low danger and it's a Freeman Freeman colony, imagine what a high danger Freeman colony would be like. Not good at all. That would not be good. Right. What have we got here? That's a high danger planet. Just got one iron to undo, but we're out of bullets. Got very little ammo left on me for my minigun. And also, I think it might be time to break out the... I thought we picked up the iron thrower again.
New materials have been refined.
Let's research the acid rifle.
Life form
Resources collected.
Looks like the Freeman are coming up through the teleporter as well, through our transport beam. He's lost his head. What a shame. Are we done gathering material yet? Oh no, we've got plenty of sulfur to grab. Good, because we're going to need it. Let's get some ammo.
New materials
So I need bullets.
have been refined.
Let's craft some ammo boxes.
Weapon
Processing.
added.
Get some energy cells.
Processing.
I'm okay for shells. I've got iridium, but I don't have a weapon that needs iridium yet. Let's add the weapon, the acid rifle to our weapon rack. What can we get rid of?
Resource acquired.
Let's take the assault rifle off and put the acid rifle on. There we go. Has that changed our ammo production type? Yes, there we go. Now we've got heavy caliber option. So we'll add some extra rounds of those as well. Add some shells.
Processing.
New materials have been refined.
Could do another box of bullets being made as well. So I'm going to use up a whole load of those in just a moment. Wait for another sulfur to be beamed on board.
Resources collected.
There we go. Just having a quick look-see. No infestations. Been pretty good, actually, for infestations recently. Not had any. Of course, that is the curse of the commentator, which means we're almost certainly likely to be infested at any moment now. Let's swap this out for the acid rifle. 150 rounds, that'll do. And let's launch the team onto this planet here. We'll send them alone. There's no point us going along just yet. If actually, no, we are going to go along because I want to see if we can get maybe some useful DNA or weapon samples. And keep our fingers crossed on this one. Ooh, it's a nice, easy to see planet. Although with this kind of low rock vegetation, I think we may well see quite a lot of spiders. Or worms. They like to hide in these lower rocks. Makes them hard to see when they're charging at you. Need to be very careful about shooting myself in the foot with acid. Something's coming. Oh! It's more Freeman. No, these are mechanics. Excellent, actually. I'm glad the mechanics are coming because... Oh, we lost Bad Wolf already. That's not why I'm glad. That's not why I'm glad we're getting mechanics. But it means that, look, we can grab human 2 DNA strands. Look at that. One single wave of attacks. And already I have a new clone type available to research. And it said inadequate sample on that last one I collected because we've already collected the 10, but we haven't researched it. So, oh, yeah, here they come. Actually, this acid rifle is pretty potent. I know we kind of played about with it a little bit last time. We're getting weapon samples as well now. I know we've only got 1 crew member and he seems to have frozen.
Life form detected.
Is he moving again now? Oh, here come the bugs. Yes, he's back on the ore again. We'll replace Bad Wolf as soon as we get back to the ship. But we're going to stick around. I was toying with the idea of skedaddling and just getting Bad Wolf back and then going back onto the... Oh, no, Titus is dead. Ah! Okay, so I am Captain Loveless.
Promoted.
Congratulations, Loveless, you are the captain. And now we are going to have to skedaddle. Because if anything happens to us, I think we potentially lose everything that we've collected so far. Certainly in terms of materials, possibly in terms of DNA, etc. as well.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We just saw them running across the back there as the door closed. So Titus will be brought back, but will no longer be captain. Fully healed. How many resources did we get? Have we got a couple? Not many, but we got a couple. Is it the workshop? No, not the workshop. It's the clone lab we need to go to, isn't it? There we go. I really wish I had the right room. I'm going to put myself in as a human too. Oh, I can't. because I don't have the right clone lab yet. Okay, so we'll just replace the crew members who died. So, Bad Wolf.
Resource cloning.
Bring back Bad Wolf.
New materials have been refined.
And Titus. Titus, I think, was human, but we're going to put Titus in as a crawl. Oh no, we haven't got the biomass for that, so... ooh, okay. Need to think about this. Do I go human or do I go arachnoid?
New clone arrived.
There's down version 2. Checking on the cloning process.
Collected. New materials have been refined.
So Issa is going to be renamed. Bad Wolf version 2. I'm going to have to bring Titus back as a human, I think.
Cloning initiated.
We need that advanced clone lab. We could look at potentially doing a series of jumps to grab the clone lab and then jump our way back to where we are now. Continue our cleansing of the galaxy around those Genesis planets. Just don't have enough available biosphere for another KOH crew member. That would have been the perfect opportunity to do that as well. And I have realised that I need to bring Taurus back. I keep forgetting, to revive Taurus. So
New clone has been
Taurus is next on the list to come back, and hopefully we can get Taurus in as a hydrogen peroxide. Is that hydrogen peroxide? Is that what we're on? KOH? No, potassium hydroxide. Wrong crew member. Come back. I've taken the barrier down. There we go. B is going to be Titus version 2. No longer captain, just a regular crew member. Let's put that barrier back. There we go. So, I need to reassign staff down here. On the plus side, with crew members dying on the away mission, does mean that I've been able to get control of a clone with a slightly higher lifespan. In terms of health,
job assigned.
that's always a bonus. No, not Titus.
Dismissed.
Oh no, it needs to be Titus, doesn't it?
Job assigned.
Unless let's put
Job
Titus on the bridge,
dismissed. Job assigned.
and we'll bring Mystery down from the bridge with that additional toughness, additional health. Let's go and assign Titus to work the bridge. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, having Titus on the bridge. Would that be
Job
considered
dismissed.
cruel? Having
Job
someone who
assigned.
was the
Job
captain
assigned.
forced to stand and watch someone else be captain on the bridge? I don't know if that would constitute cruel and unusual punishment. You died, therefore you can no longer be captain, and I'm going to make you watch somebody else give the orders on the bridge. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think I'm being particularly cruel? Unintentionally, I'll mention. Am I being unintentionally cruel to Titus, sticking him back on the bridge? Should we put him somewhere else on the ship instead? Let me know in the comments.
1, 0. Launch sequence activated.
So, ship goes off. We're not going to go down there because it's dangerous, and we're just going to get the crew killed again if we go down there. So, let's just check the rest of the ship. Also, I want to try something. I'm going to go into the lift and just go up to the top deck. Obviously, we go up to level 1, then this is where our generators are, but I want to go up to the top deck, because it's almost like an observation deck at the moment. You know, we've got our engine there, so you can see we've got our hyperdrive, but this has almost become like an observation deck in a way, with these corridors. We can see all along the ship. So you can see there's our other 2 reactors there. There's our crew quarters, our 2 biomes. You can see our storage modules, our biotanks. That is our clone lab. That's our workshop just there. Tractor obviously in the middle. There's the hangar. I missed it. I was looking to watch for the hangar, for the harvester returning to the hangar, and I didn't turn around quickly enough. Alright, we've got a couple of weapon samples there. So the mechanics have tried to come back on board through the samples. Look, there's a dead mechanic just there. A couple of dead mechanics. And then around here. Nothing around there. Nice and simple, nice and straightforward. Ah. Right, let's send the team back out. 2 more jumps to the planet. Let's get that last sample out the way. Need to go and inspect what's going on
Harvester destination
over
set.
here in our deposit area. Hearing turret gunfire and lots of things flashing up to say that there's a creature around. That suggested... have they got underneath? Was that a turret that was firing? That hasn't fired any rounds, so it's not that one.
New materials have been refined.
There's nothing down here that shouldn't be down here. It must have been just one of those weird little things with the proximity or directional detector based on the direction I was facing. Perhaps something had been nibbling at the cables in there. Look. Turret took it out. That'll be one of the spiders, no doubt. And still nothing in there. Yeah, there was briefly, and then we started working through that backlog of materials again. Here comes the harvester. Let's see what sneaks on board this time. More mechanics, I'm guessing.
Harvester has
Oh, Freeman this time. And mechanics. Wow, they're all here.
been refined.
Everyone's joining the party. Look at that, look. Dead Freeman. Dead mechanic just there. Dead bugs. I'm going to be burning through the ammo on these turrets pretty quickly. That's at 570. What about this one? 425 already, look. That one's gone down nearly 200 rounds. It's only been down there a moment. What about this one up here? I'll turn around. 495.
Harvester destination
Send the
set.
harvester out one last time. Clean out this planet. I think that's the last planet in the system, isn't it?
4,
Oh, got some lithium to grab from the tractor beam. Let's go start doing that now. I believe I've got plenty of lithium. Why
New materials have been refined.
did that stop? What caused the tractor beam to stop? Oh, did I maybe, because I messed around with the crew in here by mistake? That might be it. Okay, well, we've got the tractor beam working again. Looking through here again. big spiders, look. Huge spiders starting to sneak out of stuff. Look at the size of this thing.
Resource acquired.
Is that the harvester back? No. That'll be something from the...
Landing sequence initiated.
let's hide behind this barrier. That red light will be something from
Harvester has
the tractor beam then, almost certainly. Okay, turret's just blown up. Run out of ammo. We'll replace that. Got some shells. A couple of Freeman interlopers. Around here we had a bloody smear. And nothing else. Okay. And here, yeah, it might be something. Maybe that took some damage and was destroyed that way. But this is again is why I like to stagger the turrets so that they don't all suddenly disappear at once. You get something like a wave of Freeman and mechanics sneaking on board your ship, and then all your turrets go down at once. That's a problem. That's a very definite problem. So that will help alleviate some of the pressure by having turrets going down one at a time rather than all going down at once. And we've just got debris left to deal with in the tractor room, so keep an eye on things. Yep, there we go. Look, there has been something attacking in here.
New materials have been
Nothing on the lower level. We've got 2 turrets down here still.
Resource acquired.
400 rounds in that one. 365 rounds in that one. We're good over here. Oh, look. Energy cells. Very nice. Weapon rack is full of energy cells.
Resources collected.
I can never remember what those guys are called, but that's that green infestation that we get. That's what comes out of
New
them.
materials have been refined.
Quite nasty fellas. And we had some bugs down here as well. Look.
Resource beaming complete. Resource acquired.
Okay, another weapon sample. X-ray caster, level 2. Okay. I would prefer getting upgraded turrets, but yeah, we'll take it. Let's have a quick look on the bridge. See what's around and where we're going to go to next. See if there's any hostile things in the area. I'm not seeing anything. Let's have a look at the
New
alien
materials have been
locations.
refined.
Where are the Freeman? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Freeman are everywhere, look. We don't have any Freeman in orbit. We do have Freeman on each of these planets. That's a bit of a worry.
Resources collected.
11 are down there. Let's take a look at the resource charts. I think we might need to start making perhaps a few random jumps. Oh, we've got platinum over here, look. Only 4. I think we need 5 for a shield. Is that life system? No, it's space travel, isn't it? I was wondering where they were for a minute then. Yeah, we need 5 platinum for a shield, so that system, not enough. What about over here? Oh, it's a critical danger. That is worrying. There's enough for a shield in there, but look at this. I've never been on a critical planet before. That's something we should do. Do we jump our way over there, grab the shield, and then do another smash and grab next time out? I'll have to think about that. Maybe, maybe not. Right, let's get the final set of resources being tracked in. Something's on board the ship. Must be stuff coming out of our samples, I think, because this isn't active at the moment. Let's get that last debris pile tractored in, and then we'll jump onto a new system. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Genesis Alpha 1 very soon.